Every second you waste is a second stolen from your dreams. How much more are you willing to lose? Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something that might hit close to home. How much time have you wasted today? How many precious moments have slipped through your fingers, moments you'll never get back? We've all been there thinking there's always more time, always another chance to get it right. But the truth is, time is the most precious gift we have, and it's slipping away faster than we realize. You see, time doesn't wait for anyone. Every second that passes is gone, never to be reclaimed. Yet so many of us act like it's endless, like we can afford to waste it, like we'll always have more of it tomorrow. But tomorrow isn't promised. Every second you waste, you're trading away a piece of your future. You're giving up a piece of your dreams, a piece of your potential, and a piece of your destiny. The time you waste today could have been the time you used to take a step closer to the life you want, the goals you're chasing, or the person you're meant to become. And I get it, it's easy to fall into the trap of procrastination, distractions, or thinking you have all the time in the world. But let me tell you, the more time you let slip by, the harder it becomes to catch up. Time is a gift, but it's not unlimited. It's the one thing you can't get back once it's gone. Money you can earn again. Opportunities, they might come around a second time. But time, once it's passed, it's gone forever. And here's the reality, you don't know how much time you have. None of us do. So ask yourself, what are you doing with the time you've been given? Are you using it to create the life you want, or are you letting it slip away? Are you building your future, or are you standing still hoping that somehow everything will fall into place on its own? If you're waiting for the perfect moment to start, let me be clear, that moment will never come. There will always be reasons to wait, excuses to make, distractions to pull you off course. But the truth is, the perfect moment is right now, right here. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice. You can keep wasting time, keep letting opportunities pass you by, or you can decide to stop. You can choose to take control of your life, to stop letting time control you. Because time is your most valuable asset. And every day you waste is a day you can't get back. Every second you waste is a second stolen from your dreams. How much more are you willing to lose? Think about that for a moment. Time is more than just hours ticking away on the clock. Every minute you spend doing nothing, every hour you let slip by without intention, isn't just time passing, it's your future, your potential, your dreams slowly fading away. Time doesn't wait for anyone, and it certainly won't wait for you to get comfortable. So how much more are you willing to let slip through your hands? Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine your dreams, your goals, your desires standing in front of you. They're within reach, but every time you waste time, they take a step back. Every moment of procrastination, every second of distraction pulls them further and further away. And before you know it, what was once close becomes distant until it's out of sight, out of mind. How long will you keep watching your dreams drift farther from your grasp? Here's the hard truth, time isn't just passing, it's taking something with it. It's taking the opportunities you didn't seize, the steps you didn't take, the growth you didn't allow yourself to experience. You can make more money, build new relationships, find new opportunities, but time is the one thing you can't get back. Once it's gone forever. But what if, instead of letting time control you, you decided to take control of it? What if you made the choice today to stop wasting time, to stop giving away pieces of your future? What would your life look like if from this moment on, you refused to let another second pass without purpose? You have the power to choose. You have the power to make every minute count. The question is, are you ready to stop letting time slip away? Are you ready to take back control of your life? Because every second you waste, you're not just losing time, you're losing the life you were meant to live. Stop waiting for the right moment. We've all done it, told ourselves that we'll act when the time is perfect, when everything lines up just right, when we feel ready. But let me tell you something, that perfect moment, It doesn't exist. There's no magic day when everything suddenly falls into place and the path to your dreams becomes clear. Life doesn't work that way. The stars won't align for you. The universe won't hand you the green light. If you're waiting for everything to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, the right moment is now. This moment. Right here, right now, while you're thinking about it, while that idea is burning in your mind, while that dream is alive in your heart. This is when you need to act. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel more confident or prepared. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. But none of that can happen if you're stuck in a cycle of waiting. What you don't realize is the more you wait, the further you drift from your goals. The longer you hesitate, the more time you give for doubt and fear to creep in. Every day you put off taking action, you're reinforcing the belief that you're not ready. But readiness doesn't come from waiting. Readiness comes from doing. The moment you step forward, the moment you take that leap, that's when things start to shift. That's when life begins to move in your favor. So stop looking for signs. Stop waiting for permission. And stop thinking that everything has to be perfect before you can begin. Trust that the process will unfold as you move. Trust that every step forward, even if it's small, brings you closer to your dreams. When you take action, the path reveals itself. Doors start to open, opportunities appear, and that right moment you've been waiting for, you'll realize it was always right in front of you, just waiting for you to make the first move. Get rid of excuses. Excuses are the silent killers of ambition, the quiet whispers that keep you from becoming the person you're meant to be. Every time you say, I'll do it later, I'm too tired, or I'm too busy, you're not just putting off a task, you're putting off your dreams. You're choosing comfort over growth, and that choice is costing you more than you know. Excuses feel good in the moment, don't they? They offer a temporary sense of relief, a way to avoid the discomfort of pushing yourself beyond what's easy. But here's the thing, comfort never leads to greatness. Growth happens in the discomfort, in the moments when you choose to show up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when life isn't making it easy. Every excuse you make builds a wall between you and the future you want. Each time you say, I can't, you're reinforcing the belief that you're not capable. But you are capable. You have everything inside you to achieve what you desire, but you've got to stop giving power to those excuses. They are not your truth. They are your fears disguised as reasons. Understand this, no one ever achieved greatness by making excuses. No one ever transformed their life by sitting in the comfort of I'll do it tomorrow. The people who reach their goals, who rise above the rest, are the ones who say, no more excuses. They look themselves in the mirror, confront their fears, and make the choice to take action no matter how they feel, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. So the next time an excuse creeps into your mind, recognize it for what it is, an obstacle to your progress. Push it aside and remind yourself of what you're working toward. Remember, excuses don't move you forward, decisions do. Choose progress over excuses. Choose growth over comfort. Choose your future over your fears. Focus on what matters. Distractions are the silent thieves of your time, pulling you away from your purpose and diluting your energy. It's so easy to get caught up in the noise, the endless scrolling through social media, the binge watching of shows, the mindless chatter that fills your days. But here's the hard truth, none of that is pushing you toward your goals. Every moment spent lost in distractions is a moment stolen from your future. Think about it. How many hours have you wasted this week doing things that don't serve your purpose? How many times have you let meaningless distractions take precedence over your dreams? It's easy to justify these small, seemingly harmless activities. Just a few minutes, you tell yourself, but those minutes add up. They accumulate into hours, days, weeks, and before you know it, time has slipped away and you're no closer to where you want to be. Distractions are everywhere, and they're designed to pull your focus. Social media is engineered to keep you scrolling. Entertainment platforms want to keep you hooked. and the world is full of noise demanding your attention. But the people who achieve greatness, the ones who truly make their mark, are those who have learned how to cut through the distractions. They've mastered the art of focusing on what really matters. It's not enough to just want success. You've got to be intentional with your time. You've got to make a conscious decision every single day to direct your energy toward the things that move you forward. It's about prioritizing your dreams over the temporary satisfaction that distractions bring. Because here's the thing, success doesn't come to those who are easily distracted. It comes to those who are laser focused, who are willing to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term gains. So ask yourself what really matters to you. What are the things that deserve your time and attention? Is it building a better future for yourself? Is it becoming the best version of who you're meant to be? Is it achieving a goal you've been dreaming about for years? Whatever it is, make that your focus. Cut out the distractions, silence the noise, and direct every ounce of your energy toward that goal. The world will always try to pull you in 1,000 different directions, but you have the power to choose where you place your focus. And when you focus on what matters, that's when transformation happens. That's when you start making real progress toward the life you've always wanted. So stop wasting time on things that don't serve you. Focus on what matters. Take responsibility for your time. You have complete control over how you choose to spend each minute of your day. Blaming other people or external circumstances for your lack of progress will get you nowhere. It's easy to point fingers to say you didn't have enough time because of work, family, or unexpected events. But the hard truth is, no one is responsible for your time but you. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they use those hours. Successful people don't make excuses. They don't wait for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances. They take what they have and make the most of it. Every single day is an opportunity, and how you use that opportunity is entirely up to you. Think about how much time you've spent blaming others or your situation for why you haven't moved forward. Maybe you blamed your job for keeping you too busy, or maybe you blamed the people around you for not supporting your dreams. But here's the thing, none of that will change the fact that the clock is still ticking. Time doesn't wait for anyone. And every second you spend making excuses is a second you could be using to change your life. You've got to own your choices, your schedule, your actions. If you're not where you want to be, it's time to look in the mirror and ask yourself why. What could you have done differently? What can you do right now to make sure tomorrow is better? Taking responsibility for your time means acknowledging that you are in control of your destiny. No one else, not your boss, not your circumstances, not even luck. It's all on you. When you take ownership of your time, you become unstoppable. Suddenly, you're no longer a victim of your circumstances, you're the architect of your future. You start making conscious decisions about how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and what you focus on. You stop letting distractions control you, and you start controlling your environment. So stop looking for excuses, stop blaming others, and start taking full responsibility for your time. When you do that, you'll realize just how much power you have to create the life you've always wanted. The choice is yours. How will you spend the time you've been given? Set clear priorities. Not everything in life is urgent, and not everything deserves your attention. You have to take control of where you invest your energy. Think about it. How often do we get caught up in tasks that don't really matter? We fill our days with busy work, tackling the easiest or most convenient things first, leaving the truly important tasks undone. That has to stop. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing I need to do today? If it's not moving you closer to your goals, it's not a priority. Period. You've got to learn the difference between what's urgent and what's important. The world will always try to throw distractions your way, whether it's people demanding your time or things that feel like they need immediate attention. But here's the truth, if it's not aligned with your goals, it's a distraction. Start each day with intention. Before you even get out of bed, know exactly what your priorities are. You can't just go through the motions and hope for the best. You've got to be deliberate about where you're directing your time and energy. Make a plan, write it down, and stick to it. When you know what your priorities are, you make better decisions. You stop saying yes to things that don't serve you, and you start saying no to distractions. It's about knowing what deserves your focus, what's going to bring you closer to your dream, what's going to push the needle forward. You don't have time to waste on things that don't matter. And the only way to ensure that doesn't happen is to set clear priorities and stay laser focused on them. The real power comes from focusing on the right things. When you do that, everything changes. Your productivity skyrockets, your progress accelerates, and before you know it, you're achieving things you once thought were impossible. But it all starts with identifying what truly matters and giving those things your full attention. So stop spreading yourself thin, stop letting distractions derail your day, and start focusing on what matters most. When you master the art of setting clear priorities, you're no longer reacting to life, you're leading it. Learn to say no. This might just be the most powerful skill you can develop in your quest to stop wasting time. Listen, we live in a world filled with endless opportunities, invitations, and demands on our time. It's easy to feel obligated to say yes to every meeting, every event, every request that comes our way. But let me tell you something, not every opportunity is meant for you. Sometimes the biggest waste of time is doing things that don't align with your purpose. Every time you say yes to something that pulls you away from your goals, you're sacrificing your time, your energy, and your focus. You're choosing to carry a weight that doesn't serve you. You have to protect your time like it's sacred, because it is. Think about your life as a treasure. Every hour, every minute is a gem that you can choose to spend wisely, or let slip away into distractions and obligations that don't matter. When you say yes to everything, you dilute your energy and spread yourself too thin. You become a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Your true passions and pursuits get lost in the shuffle, and you end up feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and unfulfilled. So how do you start saying no? It's simple, get clear on your priorities. When you know what truly matters to you, it becomes easier to identify what to decline. If an invitation or commitment doesn't align with your goals or your values, it's okay to say no. In fact, it's necessary. You're not being rude, you're being wise. You're prioritizing your time and energy for the things that will help you grow and succeed. Remember, every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve your purpose, you're effectively saying no to your dreams. You're telling yourself that your goals aren't important enough to defend. So practice this skill, get comfortable with saying no. It's not just about declining offers, it's about reclaiming your power. Say no to distractions that don't add value to your life. Say no to commitments that drain your energy and take you off course. When you start to protect your time fiercely, you'll find that your focus sharpens, your productivity skyrockets, and your progress accelerates. You become the architect of your own life, not a passive participant. So take a stand, say no with confidence. Your time is too valuable to waste on anything less than what you truly desire. It's your life, live it on your terms. Invest in your growth. Listen closely, time spent growing is never wasted. Every single minute you dedicate to self-improvement is a building block for your future, a stepping stone to your success. You see, when you invest in yourself, you're not just passing time, you're shaping your destiny. So what does investing in your growth look like? It starts with a commitment to learning. Read that book that's been gathering dust on your shelf. Dive into a new subject that fascinates you. Attend workshops, listen to podcasts, and immerse yourself in experiences that stretch your mind and skills. Every hour spent on self-improvement is an investment in your future, paving the way for opportunities you can't yet see. Practice is equally crucial. Don't just learn, apply what you learn. Whether it's honing a craft, perfecting a skill, or developing new habits, put your knowledge into action. Each moment you spend in practice brings you closer to mastery. It's in the doing that you truly grow, that you find out what you're capable of. Remember, greatness isn't stumbled upon, it's cultivated through deliberate action and unwavering dedication. And let's not forget about personal development. Take the time to reflect on who you are and who you want to be. Journal your thoughts, set your goals, and evaluate your progress. This self-awareness is vital. It allows you to identify your strengths and weaknesses, enabling you to focus your energy on what truly matters. Don't waste time on things that don't help you grow. Prioritize activities that feed your ambition and nourish your spirit. Investing in your growth means making choices that align with your values and aspirations. It means being selective about where you spend your time and energy. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. Seek mentors who have walked the path you aspire to tread. Their wisdom can be invaluable, and their experiences can illuminate your way forward. Remember, every moment you spend investing in yourself is a moment that pays dividends. You're not just filling your time, you're building a foundation for a life filled with purpose and achievement. So don't just go through the motions, take charge of your growth. Embrace the journey of self-improvement with open arms. Let each day be an opportunity to learn something new, to practice diligently, and to evolve into the best version of yourself. Because when you invest in your growth, you're not just preparing for a better tomorrow, you're creating a brighter future, one decision at a time. Procrastination is the thief of time, my friends. It sneaks up on you, whispering sweet nothings like just 5 more minutes or you can do it tomorrow, but every time you succumb to its allure, you're not just delaying a task, you're delaying your own success. Let me tell you, it's time to turn procrastination into action. You don't have to leap into the deep end right away. If you have to, start small. Maybe it's writing just one paragraph instead of an entire essay, or making a single phone call instead of putting it off for days. The key is to take that first step. Even the smallest action, the tiniest movement forward, is still progress. It's better than standing still, spinning your wheels while life passes you by. So how do you combat this enemy? Begin by breaking tasks down into manageable chunks. When you look at a big project, it can feel overwhelming, like staring up at a mountain. But if you focus on one small part at a time, that mountain suddenly becomes a series of hills. Climb one hill, then the next. Before you know it, you're making real progress. Each completed task builds momentum, igniting your motivation and propelling you forward. Create a deadline for yourself, even if it's self-imposed. Hold yourself accountable. Tell a friend about your goal and ask them to check in on your progress. Accountability can be a powerful motivator. You'll find that when you have someone else invested in your success, you're much less likely to let procrastination win. Set specific times for focused work. Block out distractions, put your phone away, turn off the notifications, and create a space where you can concentrate. Carve out time in your day and treat it like an important appointment. This is your time to take action, and nothing should interrupt it. And let's not forget the power of visualization. Picture yourself completing the task. Feel the sense of accomplishment washing over you. See how good it feels to finally check that item off your list. That vision can be a strong driving force, pushing you past the barriers of procrastination. So when procrastination tries to sneak in, fight back. Take control of your time and turn that energy into action. Remember, the road to success isn't a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and hurdles. But every step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. You have the power to overcome the thief of time and transform your dreams into reality. Remember, you don't have forever. We often convince ourselves that tomorrow is a guarantee, that there will always be another chance to pursue our dreams, mend our relationships, or chase our passions. But let me tell you something powerful. None of us truly knows how much time we have left on this earth. This uncertainty is a wake-up call, a call to action. It's time to stop living like you have all the time in the world, because the truth is, you don't. You have today, and today is a precious gift. It's a moment filled with possibilities, opportunities waiting to be seized. When you start treating every day with urgency, you'll find that the mundane transforms into the extraordinary.